YouTubians, and today we've got some Halloween candy. Halloween was on Monday, it is Wednesday right now. I'm going to go through all my Halloween candy, as you can probably tell by the title, and I'm going to rank the Halloween candy. So there's two scales in my opinion. The first scale would be the taste. Obviously, a Milky Way tastes better than peanut M&Ms. Well, peanut M&Ms, it's really just all around quality. So peanut M&Ms, they're peanut. So some people cannot eat peanut M&Ms. Milky Ways don't have any nuts or anything in them. Obviously, you can pretty much be allergic to anything, but I'm just gonna focus on like peanuts and stuff because that's most of the stuff that is in candy. The second scale is Rarity. Milky Ways can be found pretty much anywhere. It's a very popular Halloween candy. It is up there with Snickers and Skittles and Reese's and Kit Kats. Some of the most popular Halloween candies. If it's popular, it's going to a 10. If it's really tasty and it doesn't have nuts or anything like that, it's going to be a 10. So at the end, high score you can get is 20, so I'll add them up, and the higher your score, the better the candy. So we are going to start, I guess, with Milky Way. Milky Way is one of the tastiest. A lot of people don't like caramel. Milky Way is chocolate. And it's the same stuff that Three Musketeers has. It's like fluffy chocolate stuff on the inside. It is chocolate, then the fluffy chocolate and caramel. So I'm going to give this an 8 because I feel some people don't like caramel, but a lot of people like caramel, and a lot of people like Milky Ways. So, also, I'm going to give it an 8 on the Rarity scale, so that would be 16 for Milky Way. Very, very good candy here. Now, we move on to peanut M&Ms. Alright, peanut M&Ms, one of my favorite candies, if they weren't peanut. I think the peanut just ruins the whole thing. If it was like an almond or a cashew, cashew M&Ms would be so good. But peanuts are only good to me in butter form. So peanut M&Ms are not that great, and a lot of people don't like peanuts. As I said, a lot of people are allergic to peanuts. So I'm going to give peanut M&Ms a 5 on the taste scale or whatever. On the Rarity scale, they're not that common. They're about as common as regular M&Ms. M&Ms are very popular, very good candy, one of the oldest candies actually. So I'm going to give it a 7. So 5 plus 7, that would be 12. That is a 12 on my Halloween candy scale. Now at one house, I got Cheez-Its. Very, very uncommon. Cheez-Its are not even a candy. They are very tasty, very good. I'm going to give them a 9 on the taste goodness scale, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to give it a 1 on the Rarity though, because I think this is the only time that I've ever gotten a bag of Cheez-Its for Halloween when I went trick-or-treating. So it's very, very, very rare. So I'm giving it an 11 total, because, or no, I gave it a, what did I give it for taste? I don't know, watch the video back. Next up we have Sweet Tarts. Alright, we got some Sweet Tarts. These are Skull and Bones Sweet Tarts, but I'm just going to generalize it and say all Sweet Tarts. Sweet Tarts are very good. I like Sweet Tarts. They're sweet and they're tart. That's kind of why they're called Sweet Tarts. I'm going to give them an 8 on the taste. A lot of people like Sweet Tarts. They're kind of like Smarties in the way that they're just like so sugary and so just put them in your mouth. They're like, so good. I prefer Smarties because they're chewier, easier to eat. But Sweet Tarts are very good. I'm going to give them an 8 on the taste. And Rarity, Sweet Tarts are pretty rare on Halloween. Sweet Tarts are more of, I think, an Easter candy more. So I'm going to give them a 3 on the Rarity scale. So I gave them an 8 on the taste and a 3 on the Rarity. So that would be an 11, a score of 11 for Sweet Tarts. Next we have Three Musketeers. This is a mini, but if I find any more Three Musketeers, I'm not going to go through them. They're just a different size. Three Musketeers is by far my favorite candy ever. I love Three Musketeers. If I had a choice between any candy in the world, I would get a big bar of Three Musketeers. I love Three Musketeers. I want to give them a 10, but I'm going to give them a 9 because some people don't like Three Musketeers. They don't like that like fluffy chocolate that's on the inside that I love. So I'm giving that a 9. For the Rarity, Three Musketeers, kind of like Sweet Tarts, isn't really a Halloween candy. It's more of a Christmas candy. They had like the ads on YouTube for Three Musketeers, and they were like giving out compliments or something like that. So I think that they are a lot more popular this year. I'm going to give them a 6 on popularity, so that would be a score of 15. So far, our highest scoring is the Milky Way. Three Musketeers is a close second. Next, we got Skittles, one of the tastiest and most popular candies in the entire world. Skittles, I'm giving a 10 on flavor. Everybody loves Skittles. I have not met a single person that doesn't like Skittles. And also, I think I'm going to give them a 9 on rarity. Obviously, you're not going to find Skittles at every house. You know, there's that one guy that has like only Snickers in his bowl or something that hands out. But whatever. Skittles, 19, a score of 19, very, very good, highest scoring of all. Now, we've got Milk Duds. Milk Duds, in my opinion, I'm going to give them a 2 on the taste. Milk Duds are not that bad, it's just chocolate and caramel. Number 1, if you leave them for a while, they're really hard to bite into, and they're pretty decent. They're pretty hard to bite into originally. That's one of the main things that the reasons why I think people don't like them. They're not that rare, so I think that they're pretty common. I'm going to give them a 6 on the rarity, so that would be a 2 and a 6, that'd be 8. But Milk Duds, for me, is the candy that's like, it's alright, I'm going to eat it, I don't dislike it, but I am going to like save it for the last thing that I eat. It's not going to be the first thing I eat, obviously, because they're not the greatest. I'll probably be eating Milk Duds on Christmas Eve. Next up, we have these Twizzlers Rainbow. Now, I already mentioned I don't like Twizzlers, but these things redeem the Twizzlers company. I haven't tried these ones, but the other ones, the yellow, red, and orange ones, they are so good. They're such good flavors. I think the strawberry ones are the worst. And the green apple ones are good, but the classic strawberry Twizzlers I really don't like. These rainbow Twizzlers are actually pretty rare. I think they just made them this year, so that's why I think they're rare. I'm going to give them a 3 on the rarity, and I'll give them a 9 on the flavor, so that's a total score of 12. Very good for the Twizzlers that I usually don't like. Reese's, probably the best Halloween candy in the world. It does not account for people with peanut allergies, which I don't like that, but I love peanut butter. So, yeah, I think I'm going to give Reese's a 9. I'm only taking off 1 point. I would have given them a 10, and I'm definitely giving them a 10 on the rarity, so that is a score of 19. That is tied with Skittles, right? I think I gave Skittles 19. Reese's, you are tied with Skittles for first place. Next up, we have Smarties. Smarties are pretty rare. Like I said about the Sweet Tarts, they're very sugary. They're easy to chew. I like them. I'm going to give them an 8 on taste, but they're not extremely common. I'm going to give them a 6, so that would be a 14 for Smarties. Very good Halloween candy. I like the candy, but it's just not the rarest, or not the most common candy to find out there. Next up, we have Tootsie Rolls, a classic. I'm going to eat this one. A classic. Tootsie Rolls. Tootsie Rolls are like that thing that's like a piece of poop. Like, pretty much this looks like a piece of poop. Look at it. I mean, it's gross. But it's so good to eat. Like, have you ever found a piece of poop that's like, oh man, I have to eat that piece of poop? No? Okay. But that's basically a Tootsie Roll for me. And that's going to do it, guys, for me rating my Halloween candy. I'm eating a Tootsie Roll right now, so I don't know if you can understand me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If I missed any candies that you guys either really like or really dislike, let me know that down in the comments below. And I will give you my opinion, and I'll write you a letter or comment, whatever you want to do. I'll see you on the journey.